Hello everyone, welcome to this session of class 9 mathematics and I'm your Anu for the chapter 6 lines and angles. Last class we saw about transversals which falls on two parallel lines and the angles formed by the transversals on those parallel lines, isn't it? Now we'll see how are those relationship between the angles, the interior angles and the exterior angles and the corresponding angles we have seen, isn't it? Corresponding angles are equal, vertically opposite angles are equal. So with these basic ideas, let us try to prove the some of the theorems, that is about the interior alternate angles and so on. Okay, we'll try to understand what we have seen in the last class. Okay, so according to what we have seen in the last class, that is the parallel lines and the transversal. So let me draw it. Two parallel lines and the transversal, isn't it? Line falling on the parallel lines is called a transversal. So this is called a transversal line PQ. These are two parallel lines. A, B, we have 2 points on it. CD is another parallel line. So a transversal, a line falls on the two parallel lines, which is called the transversal. Now I'll mark the angles formed by the transversal on the parallel lines. Okay, so let me do the counting clockwise. So with the meeting point, with the intersection point of the transversal on the parallel lines, we have 4 angles around the point. Okay, so I told you that the corresponding angles, see, angle 1 and 5 are corresponding angles. The angle made by the transversal with the line AB and with the line CD. So the similar angles 1 and 5 are called corresponding angles and they are equal. And we also know we saw it in the intersecting lines that vertically opposite angles are equal. See, 1 and 3 are equal, 2 and 4 are equal. Likewise 5, 7 and 6 and 8. 5 and 7 are equal and 6 and 8 are equal because they are vertically opposite angles. And in a line, see, in this line P1, 2 are 1 and 2 form linear pair, 3 and 4 form linear pair, 5, 6 form linear pair and 7, 8 form linear pair. Likewise, in the line AB, 1, 4, 3, 2, 5, 8, 6, 7 are pairs, linear pairs. Okay, what do you mean by linear pairs? They sum up to 180 degrees. Now we'll see what the theorem has to say. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, see, if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of alternate angles are equal. Each pair of alternate angles are equal. Here we'll take it as interior alternate angles. Okay, so alternate interior angles are equal. So what are the alternate interior angles? 2 and 8, 3 and 5. So we need to prove angle 2 is equal to angle 8. See, angle 2 is equal to angle 8 and angle 3 is equal to angle 5. So this is what we need to prove. Okay, so we need to prove that the alternate interior angles are equal. When what does a theorem have? It has an if part and a then part. See, if there is a condition, okay, if it is like this, then we can say, then we'll have a statement which we need to prove. Okay, so if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of alternate angles are equal. So it is sufficient for us to prove one pair of alternate angles to be equal, and similarly we'll see how the next pair also to be equal. Now we know vertically opposite angles are equal, isn't it? I told you two conditions, two facts: vertically opposite angles are equal and corresponding angles are equal, isn't it? So for vertically opposite angles are equal, we take 2 and 4 are equal. Okay, first we'll take the pair 2 and 4. So vertically opposite angles, what are vertically opposite angles? 2 and 4. So angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Okay, first we take that. The next thing is the corresponding angles are equal. I said the corresponding angles are equal. So what I need to do is, so the corresponding angles are equal, isn't it? So we say that angle 4 is equal to angle 8, isn't it? Angle 4 is equal to angle 8 because angle 4 and angle 8 are corresponding angles. So you need to check with the thing which we need to prove. Angle 2 is equal to angle 8. So I take 4, the corresponding angle for 4 is angle 8 here. So I say angle 4 is equal to angle 8 here. So according to corresponding angles are equal, angle 4 is equal to angle 8. See, angle 2 is equal to angle 4 and angle 4 is equal to angle 8. Therefore, angle 2 is equal to angle 8. So we have proved angle 2 is equal to angle 8. Do you understand? So that is how one of the pair, alternate interior angles, one pair of alternate interior angles we have proved they are equal. Okay. And now what do we say? Angle 2 is equal to angle 8 we know. Now what is the condition? Now next is we need to prove angle 3 is equal to angle 5. Okay. Angle 3 is equal to angle 5. Now I write angle 2 and angle 3. See, angle 2 and angle 3 are linear pair, isn't it? See, angle 2 and angle 3 are linear pair, which says those two together, the sum of angle 2 plus angle 3 will be equal to 180 degrees, because in a linear pair we know those two angles add up to 180 degrees. So angle 2 plus angle 8 is equal to 180 degrees. And when I take this, see, I have angle 8 plus angle 5 is also equal to 180 degrees because these two are linear pair. That I said on a line, see, these two are adjacent angles and they are on a line, so they form a linear pair. So angle 8 plus angle 5 is also equal to 180 degrees. Now we know that, see, these both these things are equal to 180, isn't it? So we write angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to angle 8 plus angle 5. Okay, so because these two are equal to 180 degree, RHS is equal, so LHS is naturally equal. So 2 plus 3 is equal to 8 plus 5. But what we have proved before, angle 2 is equal to angle 8. This pair of alternate interior angles equal, isn't it? So I can cancel both these things because they are equal. Now what do we have? Angle 3 is equal to angle 5. See, angle 3 is equal to angle 5. Thus it is proved. Angle 3 is equal to angle 5. Alternate next pair of alternate interior angles also have proved it to be equal. You understand, sir? Thus, that is how we prove alternate interior angles. Angle 2 is equal to angle 8, angle 3 is equal to angle 5. So, alternate interior angles are also equal when a transversal intersects two parallel lines. Do you understand? When a transversal intersects two parallel lines. The parallel lines has to be parallel. Okay. So, the lines have to be parallel for the transversal to intersect them, and then only you will have a pair of alternate angles to be equal. Do you understand? So that is how we prove. So now we know that alternate angles are equal when a transversal cuts two parallel lines, isn't it? Now we'll see the converse. So what do you mean by converse? What do you mean by converse? So we have said the theorem that if transversal intersects two parallel lines, so we have taken the condition to be two parallel lines. So then we need to prove two alternate interior angles are equal, that we have proved, isn't it? So the converse, how does the converse will be? So how will the converse be? If the transversal intersects two lines. So now the condition is the alternate angles will be equal. Okay, the alternate angles, the thing which we have proved here in the theorem 1, so that we'll take it as a condition. So the alternate interior angles are equal when a transversal cuts two lines. When the alternate interior angles are equal, then we can say that the transversal cuts two lines, isn't it? Those two lines are parallel. Okay, so that is what the converse of theorem 1 states. If a transversal intersects two lines in such a way that a pair of alternate interior angles are equal, then the two lines are parallel. So this is what the converse of theorem 1 states. First, we have taken the lines to be parallel and we have proved alternate interior angles are equal. Now the condition is alternate interior angles are equal and we have to prove both the lines are parallel. So how do we prove both the lines are parallel? If the lines are parallel, we have seen if the lines are parallel, then the angle made by the transversal on those two lines will be equal, isn't it? That is what we say, corresponding angles are equal. Now, if we need to prove the angles to be equal, then we need to show the corresponding angles are equal. So, how do we show the corresponding angles are equal? So, first thing is the condition given here is the alternate interior angles are equal. So, we'll take alternate interior angles are equal. That is angle 3 is equal to angle 5. Okay, angle 3 is equal to angle 5 we know. See, angle 3 is equal to angle 5 and we know that angle 5 and angle 8, okay, is equal to 180 degrees because it's a linear pair, isn't it? So, angle 5 plus angle 8 is equal to 180 degree we have taken. Now, in angle 3 is equal to angle 5, here in this part, I can also take it as angle 3 plus angle 4 is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, angle 3, see, angle 3 plus angle 4 is equal to 180 degrees, and here angle 5 plus angle 8 is equal to 180 degrees. Now, how do we prove? See, angle 3 is equal to angle 5 here. Okay, so angle 3 is equal to angle 5. So what I do is angle 3 plus angle 8 is equal to 180 degrees. I rewrite 5 as 3 because angle 3 is equal to angle 5. We know those two are alternate interior angles. Okay, so I replace angle 3. I replace angle 5 by angle 3. Now these two, see, therefore this is equation 2 and this is equation 1. Let us compare these two equations. Now angle 3 plus angle 8 is equal to 180 degrees and angle 3 plus angle 4 is equal to 180 degrees. Both are same, isn't it? RHS is same. So I rewrite this as angle 3 plus angle 8 is equal to angle 3 plus angle 4. 3 gets cancelled. Now what I have? Angle 8 is equal to angle 4. See, angle 8 is equal to angle 4. So what are these angles? Angle 8 and angle 4, they are corresponding angles. So angle, since angle 8 is equal to angle 4, we have proved. See, angle 8 is equal to angle 4, we have proved. That is, the corresponding angles are equal here. So since the corresponding angles are equal, we say these two lines are parallel. Okay, so first what I did, I took the condition angle 3 is equal to angle 5, alternate interior angles to be equal. Then with 5, I have 5 and 8 to be linear pair. So they add up to 180 degrees, isn't it? And then for this 3, see, 3 is equal to 5, I have written for this 3. I take 3 and 5. 3 and 5 are linear pair, isn't it? So 3 and 4 are linear pair. So I write 3 plus 4 is equal to 180 degrees. Then angle 3 is equal to angle 5. So I rewrite angle 5 as angle 3. Angle 3 plus angle 8 is equal to 180 degrees. I equate both equations. So I get angle 3 plus angle 8 is equal to angle 3 plus angle 4. 3 gets cancelled. I get angle 8 is equal to angle 4. Since the corresponding angles are equal, we have as equal, we say the lines are parallel. So the converse of theorem 1 is also true. So this is how we prove theorems. Okay. So this is the first theorem we have seen. Alternate interior angles are equal, and the converse also we have seen that if the alternate angles are equal, then the lines have to be parallel. Okay, do you understand? So this is according to theorem 1. In the next class we will see the next theorem regarding the parallel lines and the transversal. Until then, it's bye from Anu. Thank you.